conditions. From the gun, he leaves it with the bat. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Sullivan. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Oregon's offense has the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be...
There he goes! Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's in open space downfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism.
It's a running room. The 30. The inside. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The give on the option. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down.
Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. The give on the inside. Picks up the first down. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking to throw on 1st down. He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picked. Yardage on the return. What a play there. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals. cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's the give off the left side. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Oh, they're after him! And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Makes the grab on the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Ducks are on the move. Handoff from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run.
Turning it on! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Whistle. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead? What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the option. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming. Get after the QB.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown Ducks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 show.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Freeman. Get it out on the screen. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down in the box and making big tackles, but they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback adapting. Zings it complete to the right. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to...
There he goes! They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty. Ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On 1st down, here comes this offense.
29 Philly.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it along the sideline. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Under fire. And the defense making a play, getting a pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Grab near the marker. It's Waddle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Now on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Under fire. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Down at the 37, and your Oregon Ducks will take over. 1st and 10.
Get set.
On the ground, it's Hill. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like...
He's got it inside the 25. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Buys a little extra time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Off the play fake. Trying to pull his way out. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators? If you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Freeman. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want from your quarterback. Hanging in there, letting the route develop, throwing the football down the field while you're getting hit, and the receiver does the rest and runs into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick... the national rankings. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Freeman. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Tight end now in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. Oh, it's a fumble! A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Listen, you... Every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got an open man. Continues to fight for yards. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can...
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Freeman. It's complete on the right side. And they're able to get him on the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. First down, 10 yards to go. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Pucks it out of the air. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 14 to Northwestern. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Hawkeyes are facing 3rd and inches. Leaves it with the back. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Back to pass, it's Freeman. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Simmons. Tackled there by the defense.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. Right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Time to take a shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Quarterback moving. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And